Are you wishing for the day when you start seeing daily sales from your YouTube content without grinding on Instagram, chasing trends, or just praying that a reel goes viral? This has been my reality for over 10 months at recording this video. I film my YouTube content once, maybe twice a month. I don't obsess over editing, and I'm not posting multiple times a week. And yet, every morning I wake up to new sales that YouTube has generated for me. Why? What do I do differently? I stopped using YouTube as a content platform and started using it as a sales system. Let me show you how. First, there's one thing I want to tell you that absolutely dried up all of my sales for my YouTube channel. I got stuck in the mindset that we all do those vanity metrics, and I wanted to hit some vanity metrics to make myself look more authoritative, I guess, to other people in my industry. So I started chasing views. I started creating content that I knew would go viral because I knew those topics would go viral. And I started to see more and more views come in. But I was wrong to do this because the videos that went the most viral, hitting over 100,000 views, made me 0 sales. And even worse, those viral videos trained to send me the wrong people, because those viral videos were very beginner topics that I know a lot of people are looking for. The DIYers, the freebie seekers, the people who want an easy button. And when YouTube saw those people watching those videos, they continued to put my videos in front of those people, slowly but surely drying up all sales I was getting from YouTube. But the videos that were still making a few sales were the very specific topics. The ones that barely even cracked 200 views. Because those videos are the ones my clients told me convinced them to join my YouTube coaching experience. So I went ahead and I deleted all those vanity videos, hundreds of thousands of views on those videos, completely reset my strategy, and built something that I now call my YouTube playlist funnel. And once I started focusing on all of my content built into a YouTube playlist funnel, that's when the daily sales started hitting. So let's talk about that checklist I promised you. There are going to be 3 categories for this checklist. And the first checklist category is setting up your system. Checklist number 1. What is the one offer you want to sell? For example, everything to me leads to the YouTube coaching experience. This is the only program that I have that's one-on-one access with me. This is the program that I love. And so everything that I create will attract the clients that I want into the YouTube coaching experience. Does this need to be high ticket? No, this could be a course, this could be a membership, this could be a one-on-one service, but you need to first decide what is the one offer you want to sell from your YouTube channel. Next on your checklist is to build a funnel, not a content calendar. I don't know about you, but I'm not creating content for fun. The content I create here on YouTube is my marketing. It is my way to get your attention and ultimately lead viewers into sales, into clients. If every piece of content that I create doesn't have a goal to make a sale, I'm not creating that piece of content. Let me know if that's how you feel as well by commenting more sales. If you want to ensure every single video you make, returns on investment, makes you money. So what's great about my playlist funnel is pretty much 5 videos. And that's 5 weeks of content that helps me come up with email content and Instagram content if I wanted to. But it's now a content calendar that is built to sell and not just random topics. These 5 videos are strategic because they are moving my viewer through a buyer journey. They're taking a potential cold viewer through a journey to make them warm and wanting to work with me one-on-one in my coaching experience. Each video in this playlist is very important because it addresses a key objection or a belief shift my client or my buyer needs to have before they will join my YouTube coaching experience. So you have your offer, you have your content funnel. Now you need to map out your 5 videos. If you're wondering what are the topics of these 5 videos or what do I say in these 5 videos, I'm teaching my playlist funnel strategy in a brand new free masterclass. In this masterclass, I will show you exactly how to turn your YouTube channel into a high converting funnel. No big audience needed or viral videos required. Exact, strongly discouraged. I'll walk you through that 5 video system that guides cold viewers to sold automatically. And you'll see why your current content strategy or your current YouTube channel is actually sabotaging sales, even if you're posting consistently, and what you can do instead. Plus, I'm gonna be covering some of the common YouTube mistakes so many course creators and coaches make because they're listening to the wrong people and how you can fix them immediately. So by the end of this masterclass, you'll know how to use YouTube to sell daily with fewer videos and way less guesswork. Grab your seat at trenalittle.com/class. Okay, so once you have your category of your system mapped out, now we're gonna move into the implementation category. Listen, I know your life is swamped. I know you got a lot going on. You're balancing client work, you're balancing students, you're balancing your kids, you're balancing life in general. But if you aren't making content, you aren't growing your audience. And if you aren't growing your audience, you're not making sales. And if you're not making sales, you're not in business. So you have to make the time for this implementation stage and to film your YouTube videos if you want this all to work. But my way of doing YouTube videos makes it so much more doable. So when we move into this implementation phase, the first thing that you're gonna need to plan for or have on your checklist is batch filming multiple videos. This is easier to do because in the systems phase, you can plan those videos, you can write the scripts, you can map them out anytime. In the parking lot at soccer practice, in your sweats, without any makeup on. But when the time comes to batch film, you have it all ready. So then you can sit down and plow through those videos, meaning you only need to film once or twice a month. And you only need to do hair and makeup once or twice a month. Because if you can sit down and film 4 videos in one day, which is totally doable, that's your entire month's worth of content. The next step on your checklist is to keep filming simple. Look, everything doesn't have to be perfect to get your point across. You don't have to have a professional setup. You don't have to have a professional camera. You don't need a teleprompter. I've been following my video game plan system for the last 8 years, and this is how I've consistently posted 1 to 2 videos a week on YouTube every single week. If you are interested in learning about more of my video game plan and want that system, you can go to trenalittle.com/video plan, where you can buy that, get my template, get my entire process of filming videos. But when you can start creating the right videos and creating them weekly, that's where the ROI happens. And I had a client with her second video with me have just 7 views and make a sale from that video. So in this implementation stage, let's talk about the checklist again, because I think I went on a tangent here. Your second step is to follow your plan. For example, I use my video game plan, but you're planning your videos before you're sitting down to film. And your third step is to get out of perfection mode. Listen, I've shown up. I film videos with lipstick on my teeth. I film videos with a rosacea flare-up. I film videos with my kids screaming, playing outside, even coming in to my video. You just need to show up as you and focus on the value you're giving that viewer. Because your viewer doesn't care about your camera setup and how professional it looks. They care if you're solving the problem that they have. All right, let's move on to the next category, and this is making sales every day. Because you are basically building a public email funnel with these YouTube playlists, somebody can binge watch your content within the hour. They can find you and within 1 or 2 hours want to work with you because you gave your full funnel publicly to them on YouTube. This becomes much more powerful than any other asset in your business. So to make those sales every day, the first thing you need to make sure is you're talking about some offer in every video. Now remember back in category 1, I said, what is your main offer? That is what this entire funnel is leading to. But you can make sales in those other videos. We just aren't hard pushing it. So you can do low ticket or low price offers. You heard me mention earlier, my video game plan. That was strategic because each video that I have within my playlist funnel is also linked up to another low ticket offer. I know somebody just coming to my channel may not jump into my high ticket, but they may be interested in testing a product from me. And that low ticket is going to be much more easier to get them in than the high ticket. The second thing you want to do is weave in your main product. You heard me mention my client at the YouTube coaching experience. That's my high ticket offer. I'm not pushing it on you. It's not being salesy. I'm just mentioning, hey, these are the results my clients can get in an organic, natural way in each of my videos. The third thing you need to have, and this is the secret sauce. What is your email follow-up after somebody gets your low ticket? because I have multiple ways to get people to go from my low ticket to my high ticket. One way is through introducing that high ticket and mentioning the YouTube coaching experience in the email follow-up after they buy my low ticket. The other way is reminding them in the actual low ticket course that they can join and get feedback, and here's a coupon code for them. And the third thing that I do is I follow up with them on Instagram DMs because I can voice memo them and make a more personal connection. And it's not selling them, it's just reaching out saying, hey, thank you for purchasing. As you're going through this, let me know if you have any questions. I really hope you find this valuable, and I wanna make sure you're getting the most out of it, so don't hesitate to reach out to me. These are the ways that I am making sales every day, and I am maximizing every view I get on YouTube. And the fourth thing on this checklist is you've got to track sales, not views. You wanna know which videos are sending you the sales, because then you need to do more of that content. The reason why this works is because most business owners waste months on videos that never sell because they're told to come up with an idea and create that video. But it's not that you have a strategy problem. You have a belief problem, because you may be thinking YouTube is for visibility, YouTube is for reaching more people. And you may think low views on a video is a fail, is not a good video. And you may be thinking, when is the time I'm finally gonna go viral, because that's the answer to my prayers. But that's all wrong for business owners. We want strategic videos for our ready to buy viewers, because those are the videos that turn into sales quickly. I've really gone into this system full force the last 10 months, like I said. And since doing this, not only am I not posting to Instagram or having to show up on Instagram, I'm also working less than I've ever worked before because I'm creating less content and I'm making more sales. But I am also already up 50% in my revenue this year compared to last year at this time. Now, this flipped a switch for you and you're thinking, that's what I want. Make sure you come to my free training. I'm gonna teach you the full playlist funnel and how my clients are making sales from videos with just 7 views. No perfect editing, not a big audience, and no fancy equipment required. Grab a seat at trenalittle.com/class. Now, if you wanna see how I made almost $11,000 after quitting Instagram, watch the video that's on your screen right now. I'll break it down.